Okay. Hopefully, I say hopefully, and I know I look a state right now because I've just got out of bed because I can't sleep. It's 4 in the morning and I feel very down in the dumps right now, to put it politely, and I can't phone my friends because I never phone my friends. I never talk to my friends about anything emotional because they either brush it off and don't see that it really is a big deal for me, or they somehow switch around and put it onto themselves, and I just get left with, oh, okay, fine, let's talk about your problems instead of mine, because obviously mine aren't as important as yours. So this is why I have my YouTube blog, so I can torture you, and then when I see how ridiculously emo this video is, I can delete it. So yeah, I feel very depressed right now. Maybe depressed is a bit too strong of a word. But all I can tell you is I'm the type of person who doesn't cry. The last time I cried, I think I was 11, like proper, for like a reason. I accidentally cried. That's a total lie actually. I accidentally cried about 3 months ago. But that wasn't really crying, that was just frustration with tears. But I don't cry. People ask me why I don't cry and think I'm an emotional, black-hearted, soulless person for not crying and for judging people who do cry all the time. It just comes from something that when I was a kid, I was never a cry baby or anything, and in our house crying was seen as something really bad, and I grew out of it really quickly. When I was a kid, I didn't cry if anything went wrong. I do that kind of, when I'm sad, I do that vacant staring into space thing, where I'm silently locking up every type of emotion that I'm feeling and suppressing it deep down to my toes, because that's what we do in our family. We are happy and pleasant to the neighbours. We're angry a lot of the time, but we're never crying. Crying is something we're not allowed to do in my house. So it's a bad thing. I wish I could cry, because if I could cry, I don't think I'd feel this shit right now. Anyway, why am I upset? Well, I'm not really Here's the thing. I have this constant thought in my head that I'm a paranoid as hell. It's bad times, but I have this constant thought in my head that I'm not good enough for people. And I get serious. I know I joke about it a lot, about this whole I'm gonna be single forever then, blah 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 blah, but it's not even that. It's just I'm afraid that when I get to a certain age, I'm just gonna be a very lonely person because I can't seem to hold on to friends, or it takes me forever to make friends and then they abandon me anyway. I think it's because I'm always considered the tag along, which is not nice. I'm always the last person people invite to things, and I'm always the one people forget to invite and things like that, and it gets old after a while. I mean, the first 2 years of uni were like hell for me, because even though I've got some friends now who I hang out with quite a lot of the time, I hang out at their houses and stuff. The first 2 years I was invisible, pretty much. I was just some weird kid, and I'm so used to being that, but I don't want to be that anymore. I am so tired of being invisible girl all the time and having no confidence and sitting there feeling like worthless. This is why I try to make people laugh. I hope you realise that anyone who has a comedic bone in their body or tries to make people laugh, it's all one huge cover-up, because they're so insecure and need to validate themselves. And I'm sorry, if you're a comedian and you don't feel that way, you're a liar. But this, because if I can make people laugh, and if I'm sarcastic, and if I can be an idiot and make a fool of myself, then people will want to hang out with me, because I make them feel better about themselves. And I know this to be true, because whenever I don't feel like joking around, if I want to be serious, suddenly I'm being depressing and horrible and being melted in a corner and being stupid. why can't I just be serious for a while? You know what I mean? Everyone else is allowed to be. And I'm always the one people come to when they have problems. And I hate that. Because, not with all my friends. Some of them I genuinely, like my friends back home, they genuinely have a problem and they talk to me and I feel great about it because they're the only people I feel I could go and talk to. Because we've known each other since we were 16. And that's about, no, longer than that. 15. So that's 6 years now, which is a long time, and I trust them implicitly. But with my friends here, I just feel like I just feel like I'm a nothing. You know, I'm going to be one of those people that in 10 years' time, my friend, like the people I'm associated with now, in 10 years' time, they're going to look back, they're not going to remember me. They'll look at photos on Facebook and stuff and go, oh yeah, that girl. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that girl anymore. I've been that girl my whole life. I'm always that girl, and I'm sick of it. I am genuinely sick of being a nobody. And I am. And I just wish I wasn't. And I've tried to change, and I've tried everything, and I still end up being a nobody. And that's what makes me really sad, is sitting here and thinking that I'm not going to have impact on anyone's life at all. I'm just going to be one of those people that floats through unnoticed. And that depresses me more than anything. I've accomplished nothing in my life, and I just feel so sick and tired of everything, and I want to give up sometimes. I really do. Because I find myself sitting in places and I'm just like, no one would miss me if I wasn't here. I'm just part of the scenery. I know people feel that, like other people feel that, but they don't feel it all the time. They don't feel it all the time, and I do. And it drives me crazy. I'm either the comic relief or I'm nothing. And that just makes me want to kill myself sometimes. I'm serious. So yeah, I need to get over myself, I think. But I'm so sick of being me. I think there's someone out there who's actually got my real life and did the deal with the devil, gave me their shit one. Yeah. Okay, I think I've depressed you enough. Laters.